Are you ready to create Facebook ads that actually convert and bring you in a ton of nonstop leads all day long? Make sure to continue watching. I'm going to give you a step-by-step process and break it down. And remember, this is video 2 of a 4-part series. So if you haven't already, make sure to go back, check out video 1, and I'm going to walk you through so you can have an entire system that runs on autopilot so you don't have to lift another finger. Hey, I'm Shawn Bell, and I am a social media coach for the Wolfpack at eXp Realty, and I'm also the founder of the Realtors Blueprint, which helps realtors generate nonstop leads well on autopilot through Facebook ads. First thing we want to do is we want to create an ad that's actually going to bring us in leads. So instead of just creating a regular post and clicking on the blue boost button, what we need to do is go on the back end through Ads Manager. So on the left, you're going to see something that says Ads Manager, and in your top left, if you don't see it like you don't on mine, just click on the see more, and then you should see it right there. If not, you can scroll down further, maybe find it. But let's click on Ads Manager. This is the first step, and this is where a lot fall short, and this is why they don't get leads, because they're not creating this type of ad. So what we want to do now is click on the green Create button, and you're going to see it gives us 6 objectives, and the one that we want to select is leads, because we want leads. We don't want people just to see it. We actually want people submitting their information. So this is where we're offering up a free guide or a free list of homes. So we're offering up something that people actually want to download, but in order to download it, they need to submit their name, their phone number, and their email address. So this is how we do it through Facebook ads. Facebook will create us a form, and then therefore people have to submit that information in order to get what we want. So what I like to do is do manual setup. Just because there's some settings that sometimes Facebook just automatically puts on there that's going to suck more of your money and not necessarily get you the best results. I've spent tens upon tens of thousands of dollars doing this. I've learned from people that have spent millions of dollars doing Facebook ads, and there's some settings that we want to turn on where we know we're going to get the best results. So that's why we want to select manual. So once we do that, it's going to bring us into our campaign, so we can name the campaign. So let's say it's maybe list of homes. Now I've used Lakeview a few times, so let's do that again. In Lakeview under May. So what I'm doing is, if Lakeview is a neighborhood in my community, and if the average price range would say, you know, I've done a couple different examples here. Let's say it's $600,000 is the average price for a home in Lakeview. So what I want to do is advertise below that, or find where I have maybe 3 to 4 listings and advertise just above that. So maybe I have a listing for 480, 530, 565, and 579. Well, there's 4 listings right there that are under $600,000. So let's say that's what my ad was. I'm doing a list of homes in Lakeview under $600,000. Special ad categories, we have to select housing. There's no way around it. If you try to circumvent this, your ad is going to get declined and you're going to get frustrated, and eventually Facebook may shut your ad account down. So do not go past this. Yes, when you select this, you cannot target by gender or age, but don't worry, Facebook is smart. It has a ton of data. It knows who to show your ad to. So do not get hung up on this. This actually makes things easier. If you haven't, if this is your first time doing it, it may have a box here, accept their terms of service. So you'll have to go through that. This stuff we don't need to worry about, and we don't need to worry about these 2 things. So we're going to click next. Now, instant forms is what I want, because this is where people are going to put their information in. So they're going to see our ad for a list of homes in Lakeview under $600,000. Once they click on that ad, a form will pop up, and it'll say, first we need your name, your phone number, and your email before you get this list. So that's where we select that. Okay, this stuff we don't need to worry about. Dynamic creative, don't worry about. Daily budget. I recommend when you're starting out anywhere between $10 to $20 a day. This is a good testing amount, so you know what's getting you good results. And when you find an ad that performs the best, then you can maybe spend more money to bring in more leads and generate more sales. But off the beginning, you know, you don't want to be spending all your money if it's an ad that's not resonating with people. So we might do Lakeview under 600,000, let it run for a week, and then maybe next week we go try a different ad. And then we try that one, and after a bit we try a different one and find the one that's performing the best. Then you can come back to it, spend more money on it. So I'm going to leave it at 20 for now, but again, you can put whatever you want in there. I don't set an end date. I like to run it indefinitely, because if I do have an ad that's performing really good and I'm happy with it, why would I want it to end? I currently have an ad that's been running for almost 2 years now. I've never turned it off because it just keeps bringing me in leads. So there's no point in having an end date if you're getting the results you want. What you can do is you can come back into Ads Manager. When you first went in there, you saw all those ads. You can actually turn it off. So that way you can turn it off by doing it this way and then run another ad for a couple of weeks and another ad and another ad. And maybe you want to come back to this ad. Well, then all you have to do is go back in here and turn it on again because you have that daily budget set and you don't have an end date. Whereas if you have an end date and you want to run this ad again, you're likely going to just have to come in and recreate the whole thing. And yeah, this is why I like to have it without an end date and just have my daily budget and have it run indefinitely. Don't need to worry about any scheduling. Audiences, obviously we can't do a whole lot with the special ad category, which is fine. Like I said, Facebook is smart. The only thing you want to do here though is locations. You're going to want to edit. Mine defaults to Canada because I'm in Canada, but I don't want to show my ad to all of Canada. I might just want to show this ad to people in my area. So let's say we take this out. Let's say you're located in the GTA area, Toronto. So if you select that, as you can see, it's going to pinpoint the center of Toronto and draw a 15-mile radius around it. Now, 15 miles is the minimum. You can make it bigger if you'd like. You can kind of move it around if you'd like. But yeah, that's the general idea. Wherever you want this ad to potentially be seen, that's what you can do. So a little bonus tip is if you see a bunch of people moving to your area from some other part of the country, well, you could run an ad on a certain list of homes in your area and market it to those people and get them as leads when they're coming your way, which is incredible that you have the ability to do that. So this one we're going to run there. Placements, we're going to want to edit this right here. So when I click on edit, we're going to want to change from Advantage Plus to manual. This is one of those things where I said Facebook's automatically going to try to do this for you, but we found that the best results are always in the feeds. So I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to take out all of these. And the only one I'm worried about is feeds. Now, I'm even going to take out all of this stuff as well because I just want the Facebook and Instagram feed. There we go. That's where we've always had the best results, is just those two. Now, obviously, if your Instagram page isn't connected, this would just run on Facebook, which is completely fine. It's just if you do have your Facebook and Instagram account connected, they can run on both. So if you do, you might as well have it on both. If it's just Facebook, that's fine too. Okay, so now this was the campaign. This was the ad set that we just edited. Now it's taking us into the actual ad. So in here, it's got my Facebook page, my Instagram page. We're going to do a single image. I found this is easiest. Video can work, but with video, it's got to be really spot on. You got to have a great hook. You got to keep things moving along. That's not for everybody. A photo is very easy. This one you don't really need to worry about too much. You can have it on or off. I haven't really seen a ton of different results with that, so don't worry about it. Now, the photo. So the best photos are the ones where you are in front of that neighborhood sign. So if I'm running a list of homes in Lakeview under $600,000, I am going to go to the Lakeview sign and get my photo taken in front of it. Two reasons why this works. One is if you have a set of eyeballs in your photo, always gets far more engagement on social media than anything else with that set of eyeballs. People see another person, it makes them stop to see what they're doing. Now, if you've got that sign in the background, it creates familiarity where somebody sees it and they're like, oh my gosh, I know exactly where that person is. Like, that's in my community, or I drive by there every day. They now know that this is an ad for them and it's not just another ad that everybody across the country is seeing. So two very important things. This is why we get better results on our ads versus anybody else, is because mostly everybody else is putting generic photos in there. And it looks like an ad. It looks the same as everything else. And people will just be on their phone and they're just going to swipe right by it. So this is very important. This is why you definitely want to have that photo in front of the sign. If there is no neighborhood sign, get it in front of a statue, a lake, a landmark, a school, shopping mall, something that ties you to that neighborhood. So what you do is go add media, add image. Obviously, I don't have one in front of a sign right now in my test account here, but let me just, well, let's use this one for example. So this is me in front of my old brokerage. So let's pretend the brokerage there is the neighborhood sign. So there you go. There's a set of eyeballs in the photo. You've got the sign in the background. If I wanted, I could have even moved closer to it. But anybody that's in my community, this is a recognizable spot. So they would see it and they'd be like, okay, he's in our city. Like, what is this about? but obviously I'd want this in front of the neighborhood sign. Now, primary text, headline, and description. So let's just see here. So if I type test, I just always get these mixed up. Yes, so the primary text goes at the top, and then our headline will go here at the bottom. So what you can do is you can just play around with this. So if I said list of homes in Lakeview under $600,000, I'll show you what this looks like. So it's going to pop up down here so that people kind of know what it's about. Then what you can do in your primary text is you can call out to your area. So saying maybe it's like attention Toronto, I'll put it in capitals, residents. So then I'm calling out to those people in Toronto because this is a list of homes in that area. This grabs their attention. Then you can write a whole primary text about what it's about. One little tip, because I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I know we're limited on time. ChatGPT is amazing. So what you can do is you can go to ChatGPT and you can say, hey, I'm creating this Facebook ad. I'm offering up a free list of homes in Lakeview under $600,000. Give me 10 different primary text ideas for this. Or actually what I like to do, back up. What I like to do is do my headline first. So I'll say, give me 10 different headline ideas. It'll give me some, and then I say, give me 10 different link description ideas. It'll give me those. And then from there, what I do is I say, okay, now craft me up a primary text, because the primary text is longer, so we don't need 10 different examples of that, because they'd be really, really long. And then I say, I could even say, give me a couple different ones. And just take the ones that I like. And ChatGPT is smart. It's going to know kind of what to put in there to grab people's attention. And I can even say that, you know, call out to the people in Toronto because I want to attract them, and it's going to write you out a primary text. So the description, as you see in here, sometimes it'll show, sometimes it won't. So if I kind of write this, you'll see it should pop up down below here, I believe. This one's not even showing you a preview right now. Hoping it would, but basically what it'll normally do is sometimes if it's relevant, it'll show up to people down here. Sometimes it won't. So this description's not as important, but still you want to do that through ChatGPT, can't speak today, and get it to give you some different descriptions. So don't get too hung up on this. Obviously we do want some things that'll grab people's attention. Normally I would have, you know, years ago I would have spent more time on this and showed you guys, like, here's a good headline, here's what you write. ChatGPT will now take care of that for you. So you can go there, put this all in, give it the information, give ChatGPT as much information as you can of what the ad's about, and it's going to give you some good stuff, and you can put those in there. Call to action, learn more, seems to convert the best. So we're going to put that. Then we want to go to create our form. So this is where we're going to collect people's information. So we're going to hit continue there. You could name your form if you'd like. So you could say Lakeview under $600,000, just so people, you can kind of know when you're going to your forms which one is which. I like to put more volume, so higher intent if you like. What it does is there's basically an extra screen that the person would have to click on to basically be like, yes, I confirm I want to submit my information. And Facebook just sees if they have to click another box and confirm, they're more interested and they're a higher intent lead. I just like to get more volume because I want as many leads as possible, and then I have my system nurture them. And we're going to get that into the next videos about how you have systems in place so that you can nurture these leads. So I'd rather get the contact information and then leave it up to me to try to find out who's good and who's bad. Okay, so intro, I like to use the image from your ad because then that feels familiar. They know they're on the same thing. If they saw my ad and then all of a sudden this is a picture of something completely different, they're going to be like, am I in the same spot? And they're maybe going to get confused and click out. So having that same photo is crucial. Okay, the greeting. So we are going to need this. So we could say Lakeview under $600,000. I could say click next to get your free list. So that this is, again, it's showing a preview on the right to show exactly if a person's clicking on your ad, what they're going to go through and what things are going to look like on their end. Okay, so questions. We want to get an email. I don't like to put that as optional. And I like to have full, well, you can have first, last, or full name. Let's just put full name for now. And then I'm going to go add phone number. So I like to kind of put it like this: phone, full name, email, phone number, and then you could have phone or email. It doesn't matter. That's personal preference. But yes, and I do not want them optional because I do want them filling out that information so I can get it. So it's funny, they kind of put this in pre like that. Used to be that you actually had to fill this out. I maybe would recommend it anyway and just say something like, we will reach out to make sure you receive the free list of homes. And then you could even put something like, your information will not be shared with any third party. Whoops. It's funny, they used to make you put it in saying, you know, having to do something like this. I kind of find it funny they've changed that now where it shows just say, please fill out your information, which is interesting. I don't know if it would have went through or not, but anyway, that's what we kind of used to have to put because you got to let people know how this information is being collected and what you're going to do with it. Okay, so privacy policy, you have to have a privacy policy. So what I did is I always just went to my brokerage website. Well, I'll show you now. So, you know, with my team now at eXp Realty, if I was doing this, I would come down here and then I would find privacy policy and then just take the URL that pops up. So you could do this on your brokerage website and then just put the link in there. That's all you need. Link text, I could just put eXp. Whoops, maybe I want to write it like this. And then it just goes in there. Add a custom disclaimer if you need to. You can, if you have like a terms and conditions, it doesn't hurt to have that in there as well. And the other thing you can do is you can add in a consent, which I would recommend because this is a law thing. Like we have to do this in the platform that I run. So you could say, I consent to receive information from Shawn Bell. And they actually have to check that box. Whoops, received. There, so then you're compliant. If somebody makes a complaint, you can show, hey, they consented. They wanted to receive information from me. It's kind of like an opt-in. So you need to have that in there. All right, so again, they keep changing things. Where is our, just bear with me, because where did they put? I'm gonna hit create form and see what happens here because we still need our link. This is interesting. They must have just changed this. Okay, let's click create form, see if it pops it up for me. Okay, there's the title for terms and conditions. So, guess it actually wanted me to type it out. There we go. Let's say information will not be shared with any third party. We'll just put that there in there again. Okay, so that created the form. Now, I'm wondering if they've changed. They have not. So let me find. All right, sorry about that. I am blind. It was still there. Don't know why I missed that. And maybe some of you saw it. But if we go to create a form again, we went through all of this already. But at the bottom of privacy policy, there's where I was looking for, message for leads. So after privacy policy, there was another heading down there. So this is what happens after they submit their information. They then go to this spot, so you could say, thanks, you're all set. What I like to do is this. So instead of saying this, I like to say, click download now to get your free list of homes in Lakeview under $600,000. So it's actually telling them, click download now. And then what I like to do is this call to action, I put download now. So they now see, okay, I got to click the download now button. So what happens is when they submit their information, as we can see, Facebook gives them the link right away. It's not being emailed to them. It's not being texted to them. They get the link right away. This is why I like to follow up with people, and we'll cover this in the following videos because some people miss clicking on this. But that's why I like to put click download now, just trying to make it as clear as possible. And then what we do is put go to website. And in the link, this is where you can put the link to that list of homes that we're promising. So 2 ways you can do this. One is if you have an IDX feed website, go to your website, draw out Lakeview, put in a max price of $600,000, click on search. When all those homes are up there, take the URL that's at the top, paste it in here. That way, when they submit their information on the Facebook form, it's going to take them to that list of homes. If you don't have an IDX feed, then you can do it through your MLS. Create a saved search, or what I used to do is create an auto email. So I would set myself up as a customer as an auto email with the parameters of Lakeview up to a max of $600,000. And I would set up that auto email, and then it would send me a link. I would take that link and I would paste it in here. Very important, because if you guys are running these ads and then you're giving them a link to nowhere, or what I've seen some mistake people do is they'll put in a link to their website and it just takes them to the homepage of their website. And now you've got a mad lead at you because you're like, well, I just gave you my contact information. You told me you were going to give me a list of homes in Lakeview under 600,000, and now I'm going to your website. And now I got to search for the dang thing anyway. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You must give what you are promising. Yes, this is going to get you leads, but you have to give what is promised. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble because they're going to be mad at you, and they're going to feel like you baited them into giving contact information. So for the link, make sure it is a link to the actual list of homes. If this is not making sense, reach out to me, let me know. I can further explain, or at the very least, do it as a file. Like create a PDF with all those listings in there that people can click on and go view them. Give them the information. But yes, the easiest is a link. Do it through your IDX feed website or through your MLS. Put the link in there, and now they get the list of homes. So there we go. And that is that. You don't need to worry about, this is more advanced stuff. Don't worry about tracking. We need to get you leads right away. You'd hit publish and you are ready to go. The ad would be published. Facebook will take a bit of time to review it. Once they review it and approve it, your ad will be running. And now make sure to go watch the next video, and that's where I'll show you how steps in place so that you know when leads are coming in and how do we properly follow up with them. There you go. There's the step-by-step for you to walk through so you can set up these ads, you can bring in a ton of leads, and you're actually offering something of value that people are going to want. I'm so excited for you to do this because I used to run Facebook ads, get 0 leads, and then when I stumbled across this strategy, game changer. Brought me in so many leads, still bringing in leads for realtors that I teach today, and it is amazing. So I cannot wait for you to do the same. But until then, if you're the type where maybe you need more of a guide and you're having troubles maybe following along with the video and you want a step-by-step, then I have you covered. Make sure to comment with step-by-step. I have a free PDF. It has pictures, it shows you where to click, and it's gonna go through this entire process for you so that you can print it out and follow along on a paper. So comment with step-by-step and I'll send you a free copy. And as always, if this was a benefit, make sure to give me a like, hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell to be notified of future videos that I post on Facebook ads. And this is just video 2 of a 4-part series, so make sure to go watch video number 3, and I'm going to show you how to have systems in place so this can be all connected, you get notified, and just make this thing run all on autopilot. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.